Welcome everyone. My name is Krisztián and I would like to give a short overview about the research and development field of material science and manufacturing research group from Department of Automotive Technologies. I try to give this overview through some examples from latest and actual research and development projects. In our lab, we are ready to examine properties of surfaces, surface layers, and local changes in microscale range. The first possibility to examine the compositional distribution of a surface layer of alloys by glow discharge optical emission spectroscopy. The last project was we examined the oxygen diffusion into the surface layer in an additive manufactured titanium, aluminum, and vanadium alloy, which caused by the heat treatment. And in this figure, you can see the oxygen concentration as the function of depth from the surface. In the same field, we had another examination which dedicated to determine the local deviation of strain hardening effect in a deep drawn part. This mapping was carried out with micro-hardness measurements in predefined points. In the predefined points of the deep drawn part. In the field of manufacturing processes, we had a project in which we developed a manufacturing process for the simultaneous cutting of different materials. In this case, it was a magnesium alloy with sintered steel inserts, and this was a complex project because it contained tool design and optimization of the manufacturing parameters, and another addition problem was that this manufacturing process was able to perform applying dry machining or a minimal lubrication. Because of the fire hazard of the magnesium, it was another problem. Therefore, we have to perform very serious temperature control in this process. In the field of advanced functional materials, we developed a laser cutting technology for amorphous and nanocrystalline soft magnetic alloys. In this development, we examined the effect of heat-affected zone on structure of the material, and the magnetic properties of the material. These types of materials at this time are in the focus because it's a potential substitution for the traditional core magnetic materials. Some of my colleagues had investigation in the field of hydrogen storage in alloys. They investigated the hydrogen absorption and desorption profile of amorphous and some lightweight alloys. The figure, the hydrogen concentration or hydrogen concentration versus the time was plotted, you can see here, and this was repeated in other temperature conditions. These alloys also in the focus nowadays because it has a very high volume capacity in hydrogen storage. And finally, I would like to introduce our new research and development direction, which is dedicated for the additive manufactured materials. At present, we examine the structural and mechanical properties of, here you see structural picture of the additive manufactured stainless steel, and the other material is additive manufactured titanium, aluminum, vanadium alloys. These samples are made by selective laser melting, and recently we examined the fatigue properties of additive manufactured titanium, aluminum, vanadium. Here in this figure, the Wöhler curve was plotted of titanium, aluminum, vanadium in both state, which is as printed, and the heat-treated state. I hope that this overview was successful for you, and thank you for your attention.